Welcome to another session of Let's Play Eternal Dagger. Now, I do realize that this recording is before my planned update of the beginning of the next game year, but I have pretty much run out of enemies in the deep desert with some exceptions. And those exceptions are the flits and flitters that guard two temples that are in the deep desert. Um, I only have one regeneration staff, and I don't quite think that we'll have enough regeneration items to get through both of those groups of the flits and flitters without running out of that. So that was my concern. So I decided I might as well progress my party to the Dwarven Island, and we're currently at the city of Lotharia to take transportation on to the Dwarven lands. So I did get one extra drain proof item, and I did check the other characters that I have, and they both are short in terms of like something that uh, provides, life drain resistance. So that would be the next thing that I look for in regards to those two characters, either that or some sort of wizard's item. But I haven't seen that type of item, and I doubt I will playing on the hardest difficulty. Actually, I will definitely see at least one wizard's item, regardless. But that's well into the game, so. But with the Dwarven lands, my plan is, of course, to explore and pretty much clear that out. I won't go into one dungeon. In fact, that's the only dungeon there, mainly because I know we're going to need a second trip into the Alvis Tower. So, and that's kind of a reason why I didn't touch any monsters that are around on the second map. I just kind of went straight to the desert and let that be that. So I'm sure that that will be, I guess, okay, but I am concerned about how much gold I already have. In fact, I'm almost certain that we will be attacked by one of the Dwarven patrols because of how much gold we currently have that hasn't been used. But if that happens, then every single Dwarven patrol is going to die, and I'll have even more gold to spend. So I'll give the Dwarves, of course, a chance to not attack me, but I think it's kind of randomized in a little way. I don't know if it's based on gold or what determines whether or not they decide to attack you, but I know that definitely if you have quite a bit of gold, the chances are higher. So, um, like I said, if that happens, and they're all gonna die. But anyway, now the Dwarven Island is kind of a little messed up, and by that I mean that stuff there is expensive. I mean, basic items are double the cost of what they would cost uh, at any other place. You even have to pay for going to the temple, and enchantment is double as well. So it's really, in terms of what you get out of going there, it's pretty bad. I mean, you have to put up with a lot of bad things in order to, I guess, from lack of a better way of describing it, finishing the game. But the dwarves are really kind of they're there, but they're kind of not a you know a main presence on the island. There's just all sorts of monsters and creatures there too that we can take care of without having to worry about the dwarves too much. Now, in regards to uh, character development, I do believe that we'll have just enough, at least for most of the characters, that to have around 200 life before we have to head back for the Alvis Tower. I'm not too sure what the final stats will be on the characters, but uh, I definitely will stop at 200 life for everybody because I don't see much of an advantage of having it higher than that. And that plus the fact that two characters already have items that add to life force if we do a successful hit. So, um, anyway, let's go ahead and let's head off to the Dwarven Island. And in order to do that, we go to the docks. And it costs us 1 gold. Do we want to go? Yes, we have to if we want to finish the game. And let's just, as I said, check out. As you can see, double cost for everything. And I think you get normal cost for items when you sell them. But obviously, buying stuff here is not worth your time, so don't do it. And with the temple, it says that there's a 1 gold piece fee that would be worth it if we were low, but we're not low right now at the moment, so no, we're not going to pay that. And of course, the enchanter shop and money changers and all that stuff. But if we find something worth enchanting, we'll head back to, even though it's a 10 gold fee, we'll head back to the Elven place to get an enchanted and then that back here. So we definitely have enough gold to take care of that. So now on this place where we just went to, there is one final dungeon, but I'm not going to go through it until we clear out everything. And the reason for that is that I think if you do clear it, that you get some items, and if you go to a certain place, you get transported to the final dungeon. And I definitely don't want that to happen until I'm ready for it. So, anyway. In terms of skills, of course, we already developed all the secondary skills that we're going to need, which either translates to bow or spear, since those weapon types will be useful in the second to last place that we will be going to. So that is the plan anyway. Of course, you gotta be a little bit careful in regards to how much space you have left for treasure, especially in that last dungeon, because if you have to reset it, that can be a little bit of a problem. Mainly because it's like the the enemies will where you might do well against them one time, you may not do so well against them the next time. So, um, but we got this fence and stuff that will help out, I think, significantly anyway against that type of resistance. So, um, there's not much else to say about this place. I mean, I probably will do at least a few recordings here in regards to the monsters that we run into. But once we get done with this, there's pretty much not much else to the game. So um, I'm thinking that in terms of finishing up the game, we should have it done maybe around the middle of the next game year. I'm not 100% sure. But I do know that we're pretty much uh, finishing up on this island, and of course there's some other places that I can go to kind of maybe get a little bit extra experience and what have you. So, but other than that, I can't think of much else to do before the game is done. But when the next update happens, you'll definitely see something, whether it's tactical combat or just a general update. So, I look forward to your comments as always, and I will talk to you on the next session of Let's Play Eternal Dagger. So until then, have a nice time, and I'll talk to you later. Bye bye.